Welcome back to What I Wish I Knew. Today we will wrap up special needs and co-ops in this part 2 installment. Okay, now on to the question about special needs and co-ops. Here again, the answer to the question is, number 1, the fit for your family or student, and number 2, the Lord's leading and timing. About the fit for your family or student, it's important to know what will be expected of your child. Is it going to be a healthy stretch for them to do what is required, or will it break them? You sometimes want to put your child in situations where they are a bit out of their comfort zone to grow, but you don't want to paralyze them with fear because they just aren't capable of meeting the standard, or set them up to constantly feel behind or lacking. Particularly in the middle school and high school range, it's important to ask questions about grading, testing, and the rigors of their academics. In some cases, it may be that your student is extremely gifted in some areas, and some co-ops wouldn't challenge or push them enough. If you find yourself trying to adapt or bend the expectations or procedures of the co-op to fit your child, it might be a good indication that it isn't going to be a good fit.
Within our co-op, our heart beats strongly for families that have special needs students. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that we are qualified or trained to work with most special needs students. We may not be a great fit for some students because we aren't able to provide what they need. One aspect of a co-op setting is that individuals move as a group, making it harder to focus on an individual. During the season of homeschooling that requires extra hours to focus on some of the students' challenging areas, depending on the co-op and its expectation, does it serve the child to try to keep up with the co-op and concentrate on an individual plan at the same time? Now, the second answer to the question of how do special needs students and co-ops fit together in the Lord's leading and timing, we encourage you to pray for wisdom as you evaluate what fits for your child. It may be that they aren't ready in this season, but within a year or two, they will have made progress in certain areas and will be ready to go.
God loves our children more than we do. He desires for them to fulfill His calling and His purpose for their lives. If we as moms are open to His leading, He will guide and direct us as we make decisions about what will work best for our children. Finally, we want to encourage you in the tiring task of homeschooling your amazing student that has special needs. It's absolutely no accident that your unique, sweet child is in your family, and you as a courageous mom that feels called to homeschool. God knows the numbers of hairs on their head. He certainly desires to fill you with wisdom as you work on their behalf. Psalm 100 verse 3 says, "Know that the Lord is God. It is He who made us, and we are His. We are His people, the sheep of His pasture." Thanks for joining us for this week's What I Wish I Knew. We really enjoyed talking to you, and we hope that you will join us next time.